All right, here we are back trying to record Paul. The video recorder stopped working, so now we're going to try the phone. All right, Paul, what are you doing?
All right, should I do the...
Okay, yeah, keep going. Start in the middle where you are.
All right. We are looking for the queen, any larvae, and checking on how the honey's coming.
And right now we've noticed they've got a lot of foundation that's not filled out. For some reason, they're not filling it all out, so... All right, now you can see this one. This one has honey around the top, and then down in the bottom here, you can see that it's they're storing a lot of pollen in the middle. Let's look on the other side here.
On the other side, they're starting.
They're starting to store some pollen, and there's sugar in there. Or honey, sugar water. All right, let's move on to the next one.
One's a little heavier. Looks like starting to make some honey up here.
All right, down towards the bottom here, you can see these bigger cells down here. I'm going to point to over here. They're drone cells where they're building drones. These are capped brood cells, and all of these up in here, I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. I can't zoom, but up in here I can see the larvae all over in there where the queen's laying eggs. So we got a queen here. We got to be careful that she may be in here laying eggs. I see a big drone, but I don't see any queens on this side. Paul, how about you? I got a queen cell here. Right here, this will be a queen cell, and I don't see anything in that. But we do have a lot of larvae in here that has...
Look at this side. Here's some larvae that you can
coming around.
Been like hatched.
Oh, we got a lot of drone eggs cells here. A lot of drones.
See the down to the right?
See the bottom to the right? That's where it was up against the other frame and it pulled apart. Alright, looking pretty good, Paul. Let's see the honey at the top. I haven't seen a queen yet either. Hopefully she's not on there. Be careful putting it back in and slide it all the way over. Alright, we're having a problem with the smoker. The bees are getting a little rambunctious. I'd like to be able to smoke them out again. But the smoker's not being our friend right now.
Okay. A little bit of honey up at the top.
Yep, that's a good brood pattern. You got a little bit of honey at the top. All that darker capped stuff is all going to be baby bees soon. That's all the capped bees. You can see a couple here where it's not capped all the way yet. I don't know if you can see that or not. But this is a nice frame of capped brood with a little bit of honey around the outside. And then this side is the same way. See it all, Paul?
Yeah.
You can look inside. You can see your... inside there, you can see some of your larvae.
Trying to find the queen.
I'm looking around. I don't see her. Don't see her around there, so let's carefully put her back down inside. Get it, put it back down inside, being careful now.
These are all looking the same now. Same little pattern starting.
Alright, let me see, buddy. Let me get up in here.
I got the queen right there. Yeah.
You can see some of that larva in there.
Queen?
Queen is right there. I see the queen right here.
Yep.
See her running around? Let me see if I can get her on the... there she is running around. Right in the center of the video right now, running around. She's not too digging the sun too much. She's all the way up right there on the honey, right on the where the honey is right now, coming back down. All right, that's good, Paul. Go ahead and be careful putting it back down in there because the queen is on this one. Real careful putting it back down. We have a lot of drone cells in there.
Not so much honey starting.
Well, they're doing pretty good, but we got to get them to fill out those cones. So we're definitely going to put some more sugar water on here for them to get them to try to fill this out some more. Going to try to get somebody from the Beekeeper Association to come over and give us some pointers here. All right, got the same thing here. We got a lot of coming around the side here, buddy.
This side, it's got a lot of pollen.
It's got a lot of pollen storage. All those darker cells are the pollen that they're putting in there to store. I don't see any eggs here or larvae, and the top half is all capped honey, so it's looking good. All right, Paul, go back down there. Be careful.
Sticking to this.
Yeah, it's going to stick to it once in a while. It's where they built all that propolis up, right?
Yep. Not so much.
All right, same thing on this one. The outside frames are not filling out very well. We've got to get them to fill that out a little bit better for us.
A little bit of honey on this one.
A little bit on this one. We're not even going to pull the last one because I see the last one does not have any comb drawn out on it yet, so we're not going to pull that one out. We can't slide everything this way, Paul. We're not having any luck with this smoker, and the bees are getting pretty agitated. So let's slowly put everything back over this way, the way it was, and then we'll put that one full thing of honey back in there where you had it the first time, okay? Glad to see the queen, glad to see her in there laying, glad to see her working. So we're being careful pushing all this back in there, right, so we don't hurt our queen. I'm going to take up that bee space, leave that bee space for them. All right, now you got to push them all. Make sure to push all the way over, right, buddy?
Yep.
They're not over far enough yet. You're gonna have to put your tool in here and push it all over. See the gap over here? So you want to make sure it's even. You want that gap to be even. We're gonna push the side over a little bit more. Just like this, down low. Push it over, right on here. And see how they all tightened up and nice and slow. All right, now drop that last frame in. All right, go ahead. Be careful putting it down there, nice and slow, straight down and in. All right. Drop her down in there. All right, now you want to even your gaps up. So we're going to come on this side and we're going to push a little bit this way. No. Once they stay the same inside, you even your gap on the outside. All right, looks pretty good. All right, now let's put that, we're going to put this back on. This is our top feeder. So we're going to put our top feeder back on. When we set it on, we're going to set it down there on an angle across the top of it. Set it over there, bud. Set it on an angle, catty corner, kind of like this. And we do that so we don't try not to kill many bees. Now you're going to slowly rotate it into place. Slowly rotate it center. If you've seen any bees in the way, kind of roll them out of the way. All right. You're rolling it into place. Now we're going to level it back up, get it where it goes. All right. Now we got a sugar mixture here that Paul has. It's 1-to-1. which is approximately 2 cups of sugar to 2 cups of water. Maybe it's 4 cups, whatever it takes to fill our ½ gallon of water up, but it's even. And we're going to dump this slowly into these boxes in here, into these grates. And what happens is those pieces of wood will float so the bees don't drown. Those boards will float up. There we go. You see it floating up. We're going to start a little bit on the other side too. And then before we're done closing it up, we're probably going to go get another gallon. We're probably going to give them 2 gallons of sugar water to get going here. Because they drank that 1 gallon of sugar water in about 4 days.
Yep.
And by feeding them this 1-to-1 sugar water, it's supposed to make them increase their wax production. They increase the wax production where they should fill out the rest of those frames for us. So we're going to go get some more sugar water, finish this off with sugar water, and then close the hive up. And that's all we have for today. Any comments, Paul?
Nope.
Good?
Looking good, yep.